Ian.
Dave.
I'm pointing at the television that's sitting in for you.
Oh.
Because
hi.
This is a Skype show.
It is a Skype show. I'm sorry about that.
I miss you, buddy.
Me too.
It's different when you're not physically in the blanket fort, and I don't have your joie de vivre. You don't leave gray hairs all over that side of the table.
I do just leave just a trail of hair everywhere I go. It's really unfortunate.
If you committed a crime, you would just need to turn yourself in immediately.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, but a Gattaca situation would be horrendous for me.
Yeah, scrubbing off. Yeah. That's no go, buddy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So Ian, this is the Apex Adjacent podcast.
It is. It's an Apex Adjacent Skype joint.
It is. I'm Dave.
I'm Ian.
What are we going to talk about?
What are we talking about today, Dave?
What are we talking about tonight, Ian?
Oh, we're going to talk about the horrendous Denver roads of the last week.
Yes, we are.
I saw some things that we're going to talk about.
I'm really excited for that.
I have a garage update for my hoopties. And we have a listener, my eyes. You've got some things going up on the Instagrams.
Yeah.
And I went karting without you.
Oh, man. But that's okay. We have a polycart relationship.
True.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about all that.
So let's start by talking about the insane roads in Denver right now.
Yes. So we got, about a foot of snow last Tuesday?
Yep.
And, okay, so I also left 2 days ago. I left Monday afternoon. Today's Wednesday. Are they still covered in ice?
So I drove to work yesterday to our downtown office, and there was a point imagine say 35th and York, those neighborhoods over on the North City Park, Whittier side of town. There was one intersection that was complete sheet ice because it's an older established neighborhood. There's a lot of trees, a lot of shade. So I was going 2 miles an hour with my studded tires on, and I pulled up to a stop sign, and I did one of those things where you pull up and you stop, and then you start sliding diagonally down. I slid maybe another 3 feet.
Oh my God.
But I had seen a Toyota truck in front of me do the same thing. So I was ready for it. And then the car that was behind me saw me do it too. And they were like, we're backing way off, buddy. We're not coming near you. Take all the time you need. We're going to get through it together.
You did that with studded tires?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, 4 wheels can slip just as much as 7, just as much as 2. I mean...
Yeah, I know.
All studs do is increase the amount of stuff before you lose traction.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So there's still a fair amount of ice out there. A lot of stuff is turning into slush, but the lingering ice stuff is pretty hard to deal with.
And it's really hard. We drove last week. We drove my car up to Longmont because the roads were so bad.
Yeah.
And man, the big jumps that are formed of just ice are brutal in a car that's got stiff suspension.
Yeah, it's tough. Even in my old man sedan, I'm having to drive like you drive on normal streets in my old man sedan. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be dodging stuff, you got to be ducking and weaving.
Yep. And it brings me to an FMK Cars.
Oh boy. FMK Cars is a game that Dave and I play on the Apex Adjacent podcast. It's based on the classic game of Fuck, Marry, Kill, except instead of playing with people, we play with cars because we're nice. F means you drive for a day. M means you marry it. It's your new daily driver. And K means you kill it. It goes to the crusher immediately.
Ian. Thank you for that description. This one is called Super R32.
Uh-oh. Okay.
You're driving down the street when all of a sudden your car ... Okay, I'm going to give you 3 superhero origin stories for your car. Okay. And then you have to pick which one you want to FMK. All right.
Okay.
So first one, you're driving down the street when all of a sudden your car passes through a gamma radiation field. You now have the power to convert instantly to a hulked out off-road raised R32. We're picturing like 32-inch tires, crazy like monster truck, right?
Okay.
The drawback, okay? You have a drawback with each of these.
Okay, it's like an unbreakable situation.
Yep. All of your clothes are just hulked off of you, save for some ripped jean shorts.
Oh my God. The amount of times you've tried to undress me in these is concerning.
In FMK cars and in life.
Yes.
I still want to do that video where I fit you for a car, like a doting mother at a car show.
Wiggle the jeans.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Got to get the jean wiggle.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. No clothes. Got it.
So you have a Hulk R32.
Okay.
All right. You're driving down the street when all of a sudden your car is bitten by a radioactive Alfa Romeo spider. Okay. You now have the ability to squirt the world's best marinara sauce from your windshield wiper nozzles and string cheese from your grill. You can use the string cheese to traverse packed city streets to find an opening, just like Spiderman.
Oh, wait, how does that work? The string cheese?
It comes out of your grill and it attaches to buildings and you can swing in your car.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The
string cheese with like the tensile strength of like fake string cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
But the tensile strength of Kraft string cheese.
Yes.
Okay. The drawback, you have to commute to work every day, even though you work from home. You just have to ride with these folks on a bus full of high schoolers, 30 minutes each way.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. But you have the world's best or the best marinara sauce squirting from your car. So, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then lastly, you're driving down the street when all of a sudden your car is injected with your car's oil is injected with a super serum additive. You now have the horsepower to drop just about anyone. Imagine your car with a tunable, selectable extra 100 to 250 horsepower, depending on your mood, etc. And you have full control over it. All right? Little Captain America situation.
Okay.
All right. The drawback. You have a nemesis with a metal arm that tries to foil your plans once a day. For all the nerds out there, Ian doesn't know that this is Bucky we're talking about.
Oh.
AKA the Winter Soldier.
Right.
Okay.
I know how to answer this already.
Okay.
Right. So first, let me tell you what I'm going to crush.
Okay.
I'm going to crush the marinara and string cheese.
Really?
I have reasons. So first of all, commuting, like I didn't enjoy being on a bus with high schoolers when I was a high schooler. That sounds like hell.
Even more terrifying as an adult, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
It'd be horrendous. None of them would want to go to prom with me, first of all.
Oh boy.
Yeah. We're getting into some stuff. And then secondly, with the marinara thing, I appreciate that someone else's marinara is very good, but as a self-respecting part Italian, I can't accept eating someone else's marinara that's pre-made that I haven't modified or altered in some way.
Okay.
I should be making my own.
Okay. All right.
So no.
Okay.
So that means for a day, I will deal with having very little clothes on and the hulked out R32. And of course, I'm going to marry the more power and dealing with a nemesis. Everyone needs a nemesis. That's great.
Right. That which doesn't kill you ruined your day.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, it's better than my current nemesis, which is potholes.
Which is anything that sticks up more than like a lightning cable from the road.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. What is that? Ants? Evasive maneuvers.
You know how like the groove, like when it snows a lot, like the grooves form, right? And so we were in my car, and I was just plowing, like just plowing. Like you could see behind, you could see the lines in my skid plate in the snow behind us.
I would imagine on ice, that's like you rail sliding on a snowboard.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it's like. It's exactly what it's like.
Versus my wife, who one day hit a complete tire and wheel with her car, and it went over it.
Oh, shit.
I told you about that.
Yeah. That sounds terrible, though. It like gives me... Every time you tell me that story, I'm just like, ugh.
It would go through your windshield, Ian.
You're right, it would.
I've made that joke to you before, Ian.
Yes, that's true. I like that at FMK Cars. What would you do?
I think I would probably marry the Insta-lifted truck or Insta-lifted old man sedan. I think that would be hilarious. And then for a day, I think I would deal with the Nemesis. That's a tough call between that and the string cheese firing out of the front of my old man sedan, chopping through traffic, because I drive so much.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would be very interested to see what my car would be like with an extra like 250 horsepower. Besides terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, it'd basically be like an M5.
Yeah, right? A worse M5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, I'm going to turn off my air conditioning. It's very loud.
Okay.
And we're back. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay. I would like to talk about things that I saw.
Yeah.
And we could start with if you I sent you some things.
Okay.
So related to the snow and ice.
Sure.
To the snow and ice stuff.
Okay.
I saw this street parked Porsche.
Okay.
In Denver. Right as I was leaving right before I left for the airport.
Okay.
And it is just buried in snow, but it's this beautiful, like modified.
Oh my goodness. Like, whale tail.
Like 993.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Turbo with a huge whale tail.
Oh,
it's awesome.
Man, look at that thing.
Right?
Wow. Ian, that's really cool. Oh, I'm sorry.
Some hero is street parking that thing.
Right?
And it just got completely buried in snow.
It did. I'll share my display with you. All right. And we don't need to share computer sound today. There you go, buddy. You should see it.
I do see it.
Okay. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And
I just thought that was just awesome, especially since he had like a spoiler full of snow.
Yes. Right. Like, yeah. Yeah. I love that. And that is a fantastic color.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Right? Do you know if that's a period correct color for this person's car?
I don't know.
Okay. I really like that. Are these more pictures of it as you were rolling up on it? It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh man,
I saw it from like way back and I was like, no way.
Yeah. That whale tail.
That out.
Yeah. Yeah, that whale tail catching. Oh, I know exactly where this is. That whale tail catching all that snow is crazy.
I know. It's so fun. It's so funny looking to see it like just piled up with snow.
Right?
Snow.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you that one time I saw somebody in the winter, I think it was one winter ago, maybe two, driving a Mazda Miata in like the dead of Colorado winter, like when it was like 2 degrees out on a set of fully studded tires.
No, that's awesome.
Right? A Miata. Like, you're doing it right.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. That's the definition of it's more stubborn, or this is not as hard as I am stubborn.
Exactly. You know? Exactly. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Guess what you're doing? You're just throwing money at the problem. Right? Yeah. Persistence and cash. Yeah.
It's the best.
I love it. Ian. What else did you see? Should I?
Okay, so now I want to play a little game with you. So don't open the folder yet. So
okay.
For everyone at home, Dave has no idea what My Eyes is. I put it in a folder that says, Dave, don't look. And he's going to look at it after he guesses. So I was in Columbus, Ohio for work. And yesterday I was driving with a few coworkers in the car, and we were driving down the highway heading to lunch. And I looked over and I saw something that made me say to the passenger, or the person in the front passenger seat who was having a conversation with the people in the back. Wait. Take a picture of that car for me, please. He had to ask which one I meant.
Okay.
And he was very surprised.
Okay.
So I'll give you a hint. It is extremely rare.
Okay.
And it completely blended into traffic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So those are your first hints. What would get me so excited that I would embarrass myself in front of my coworkers and demand that he use his own phone to take a picture and then send it to me?
Were you just like, I have a podcast? Just like,
I was just like, I need a picture of that car. And he was like, that one? I was like, yes.
So the only thing I can think is maybe like a W12 Audi A8L?
Far more rare than that.
Really?
Yes.
What's
like more rare than either of the cars that I own.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like is it like a Saab 9.5 wagon? Like the last Saab 9.5 wagon?
You're so close.
No way.
You're one number off.
A Saab 9.4?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and pull it up. A Saab 9.4X, which for anyone who doesn't know, was like the last completely new model that Saab ever launched.
In America.
They ended up making just over 800 of them for the world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Over 2 years. I guess they ended up making a couple dozen in like 2012. But it's based on the Cadillac SRX, but it's all Saab inside, kind of like, my car is based off the Opel or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a crazy rare car. And I actually tried to get the driver's attention, but I didn't want to do too much because my passengers already thought I was an insane person.
Okay.
But yeah, I was super excited.
No one accidentally ends up in that car.
Unless they bought it new, maybe? I don't know. Like, it's very weird to see one.
Like it was sitting on a dealer lot for a while. And
maybe.
Right?
I don't know.
Oh.
I want someone to run the Carfax on that plate. Tell me if it's a 2-owner car or if someone's owned it from new. But it looks like it's in really great shape.
Yeah. No, it's not turned into a Turbo X. No. Is it a Turbo X? What is this over here?
I believe it had the 3.6 in it, but I could be wrong about that.
So then what's the little badge over here? Because you have the 9.4X Aero, right?
Turbo. Does it say Turbo 4?
Turbo X with all-wheel drive? Oh, we're going down a stat rabbit hole here on Apex Adjacent.
So it did have the 2.8. You could get it with the 2.8, the same car, same one that's in my car. So maybe that's what that says. But they were all-wheel drive.
Okay. That engine would be a hoot in that chassis.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh, yeah, man.
It would basically be the same drivetrain because the drivetrain in mine is the same as is in the first generation Cadillac SRX, which is also the same as that. So.
Right. Oh, wow. Yeah, you could have just told them, like, your car's probably only in front-wheel drive mode right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those cars that at night you would have been able to tell more about it because by how much the driver's face was illuminated from warning lights on the dashboard.
Yeah, like the color palette is just a particular.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, that's got the the engine, tire sensor.
Yeah, you're picking it out from like the hue. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. And also you're like, it's so bright, I can see this person's pores.
Right.
Their T-zone is a wreck.
My man needs to moisturize.
That's right. Oh, wow. Okay. So what did your coworkers think of this? Was this just like, okay, we took your picture and then they just got back to their conversation? Or did they want to know why?
He turned to me, he was like, but so why?
Okay.
And so I had to explain it to him, like, they only made a couple hundred of them, and it's super rare, and it's just like a curiosity because they went out of business right after that.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So like they at least asked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I still think they thought I was weird, but they asked.
We can't fix any of that.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you just didn't get like the hand the phone back and then they were like, so as I was saying,
Right. Exactly.
Right? Yeah. Well, thank you for engaging in an awkward situation with your coworkers over a sob.
You're welcome. Yeah, I feel like that was my sob outreach of the day.
Yeah. Apex adjacent. We're making it uncomfortable for everyone, including ourselves.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. All right. I like that, Ian.
Thank you. And it also leads me to an FMK cars.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is the last new model that Saab produced, right?
Right.
That they launched. So this one is called Extinction Event.
Oh, okay.
Last cars ever made. So you're going to get a last car that ever rolled off the assembly line for a particular brand, and a catch that goes with it.
Okay. Yeah.
So Extinction Event. All right. So the first one is a 2010 Pontiac G6.
Oh, Ian, why would you do that?
It gets better.
Okay.
So not only is that the last ever Pontiac made, but now you will get to remove something with each one of these.
Okay.
So you get to remove one car model from the planet. Doesn't exist anymore. You can wipe it off.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Except it cannot be the Pontiac G6 because you're driving the Pontiac G6. So
okay.
I already thought about that loophole.
Okay.
Nice try, Dave.
Okay. All right. Okay. So do I need to tell you what that is now or no?
No, later.
Okay.
If you pick it.
Okay.
All right. So the next one is a 2011 Mercury Grand Marquis.
Oh, okay.
All right. You get to remove one song from the world.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
You can delete any song.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Next one is 2004 Oldsmobile Alero GLS.
Oh.
The very last Oldsmobile to roll off the line.
GLS.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, that's
170 horsepower, sir.
Oh.
Out of the 3-liter V6 in 2004. Man.
Oh, man.
That's bad.
What do I get with this one?
You get to get rid of one type of food.
Oh, okay.
One dish, essentially.
Okay.
Or like a snack food that you don't like, or something like that.
Okay.
Not a whole category, but like a dish that you don't like.
Wow, you've given me a bunch of stone cold turds here, except for the Mercury Grand Marquis.
Yeah.
But I'm going to...
That's the bright spot.
I'm going to marry the Oldsmobile Alero.
Really?
Do you know why, Ian?
Because you're really excited to get rid of some sort of food, right?
I'm really excited to get rid of peas. I hate
your thing with peas is so hilarious to me, but okay.
Because peas are one of those vegetables that just shows up in food. Like they'll show up in samosas, right? Like just random soups, dishes, things like that. And it's like, oh, I would love this, except for the peas. And they're always so hard to get rid of.
So is your issue the pea itself or the lack of consent that usually follows the pea showing up?
What do you mean the lack of consent?
Well, you said it just shows up in things like I didn't ask for this.
Right. Well, it's more the pea. Like it. Okay. Yeah. Like the flavor and texture are both disgusting to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I strongly disagree, but okay.
It's one of those things where like I don't like bell peppers. I like the flavor, but not the texture. Right.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The texture makes me think I'm chewing aluminum foil. It's really weird.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a weird texture. Yeah.
Even cooked or uncooked?
In fact, like I'm getting a weird feeling right now just talking about it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Cooked or uncooked. Yeah, for real. Okay. Like, but I love the flavor. So like fajitas, like they have like giant chunks of bell peppers. The flavor's great, right? But like with peas, it's both. Like the flavor is disgusting. Those little filth monsters are awful texture and flavor.
That's funny.
I will eradicate peas. Then for a day, I'm absolutely driving the Mercury. Yeah, absolutely. And then what song would I take away for a day? It would be the Macarena. Just so like shitty dad jokes just fall flat for a day.
Is anyone listening to that song anymore?
No.
I don't think I've heard that song in like 20 years.
Yeah, you might not have heard it, but you've heard about it.
Maybe? I'm trying to think. I don't think so. But okay.
We're getting rid of the Macarena.
Yeah.
What would you do? I feel like you would eliminate a song.
Yes, I think I would marry. I think the correct answer, you're right, is marrying the Grand Marquis because it's the best car of the three. For sure.
It is.
I think I would definitely remove. Oh, there's so many to choose from.
See, that's the thing. I figured you get analysis paralysis on this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably spend the rest of my life trying to figure out what song I want to delete.
Yeah.
Man, that's tough. There's so many choices. Probably just anything by like Limp Bizkit or 311 or one of those era bands. Terrible.
Okay. All right.
And then I would crush the Alero.
Right.
All the food can stay. I like most of it.
Okay. All right.
And then the G6. Drive that for a day. God, that car sucks. And I would get rid of.
Yeah. What would you get rid of for a day?
Yeah. That's a tough one too. I would probably get rid of like, I know, the Nissan Rogue.
Okay. All right.
It's gone.
Okay.
Gone for a day.
Okay.
Don't have to look at it.
Okay. I would do the Buick Egg car if it was me, but Nissan Rogue.
I know you would. I know you. I knew that answer before you said it.
Yeah. Yep. I like that, Ian. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that. That was fun.
Yes.
What is next?
So, your garage update is next, and I am very curious as to what's going on with your Tubo X and your R32. Tell me.
Okay,
I need to know now.
So this garage update is about the Volkswagen.
Okay.
It is sort of broken. So I believe I told you before that I'm not getting defrost on the front. I can't defrost my windshield.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I can kind of make it work by closing all my vents.
Yeah.
And then I kind of get stuff coming out of it.
Yeah.
But just like I thought, it's the motor that runs the door, the blend door that's buried down in the dash.
Yep.
So I dropped my car off at my mechanic on the way to the airport. What I really did was realize that I had no time to take it to my mechanic and decided instead to call roadside assistance and get it towed for a vague braking issue.
Okay, because it's free with roadside assistance, right?
Right.
Oh, so, Ian, you found a loophole on getting your car to the mechanic.
Yeah, maybe not the first time I've done that.
And it's not the first time a tow truck has shown up to take that car away.
Oh, no. I'm probably 5 or 6 times now.
So much so that the tow truck drivers are probably leaving messages for each other, like on your tow hook. Like they're scrawling
like hobo messages.
Yeah. Yep.
Hobo code.
Yep. Hobo code. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring extra lumber.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always love the ingenious, like, different shims to get lowered cars up the flatbed that they all have. They all have different ones, except for one guy who just like dragged it up on the thing. Like, just make it work.
Yeah. I think for your house, you just need to keep a couple sets of like, I can't remember what PETA called them, but he made some ramps just out of 2x4s and stuff, or, wood. Just keep a couple of those in your garage. You know,
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got an email from my mechanic yesterday. Apparently, there are no motors for that, and this is just like a regular Golf Mark IV Golf part, right? It's not like special to the R32,
right?
There were none in the U.S. And so he had to ship it from Germany.
No,
so they're not going to have one until next week.
What?
Yeah. And that was expedited shipping.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, Ian.
Yeah. And of course, like, it's expensive because the labor is a lot. Like, the part's not crazy. Right. It's like $100 or something like that. But like, the labor is intense because you got to take apart the whole dash.
Oh, taking apart a dash is a pain.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. I doubt anything.
But like, I want to go skiing this season. So like, I need I need the windshield defroster.
Yes.
Like, I need that.
Yes, you do.
So I got to do it.
Yeah, you do, Ian.
Yeah.
Oh God, that thing is in there too. I'm looking at a diagram.
Yeah. Oh no, it's buried.
Yeah. Oh man. You know what the best thing about it is? That I'm sure 100% your dash is going to be exactly the same as it was before. No
new rattles, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. What else was happening with your dash electrically that, like, wouldn't all the lights go out or something? What else was happening?
That was my fault. So I installed that radio. Because Volkswagen makes like an aftermarket radio that does Bluetooth.
Which is insanely amazing that they do that. It's super cool. So freaking cool.
And I did a bad job of wiring the lights. And so like, I jiggle the light switch and the lights go on and off, and I just need to fix it. And I just haven't.
Yeah.
I know. Well, also, like, I thought for a second, I wonder if I could fix the blend door motor. And then I looked at that exact same diagram and I was like, nope.
Right.
Like 3 seconds of Googling later, like, no.
Yeah.
Not doing that.
Yep. You pull up the image and then you're just like, yes, roadside assistance. Yes, it's
yep. My phone just automatically started dialing it all by itself.
Yeah, exactly. The diagram is an arrow towards your phone and your hand to your face.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what the Chilton manual has for it. And then just your open wallet. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, so blend doors are like, that's not uncommon that those motors break.
No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, and plus it's got 10 years of like my hair and shit wrapped up in it. So.
Yeah, like when you turn over like your grandmother's vacuum cleaner and it's just rubber bands and hair and yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. 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 Now you know what golden retriever ownership is like.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and the thing is, there's so many plastic components inside of those things, man. Like,
I know.
There's no way I would fault your VW for having a blend door motor go out after 15, 16 years, Ian?
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a thing that happens. So
right. Right.
I'm not upset about it. It's not ideal, but
right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe you get a few more years out of it if it was garaged, if it didn't get to 10 1 degree temperatures every now and then.
Right. Yep.
That stuff is really tough on the plastics, but yeah.
That's true. And I mean, really, aside from me breaking oil pans,
yeah,
nothing has broken on that car for a few years.
Yeah, it's been pretty solid. Yeah. You got through your fuel pump issues. Now you're used to trying to start it 4 times and then it firing up. Yeah.
Yeah, at some point I'm just going to break down and replace that fuel pump again because it's that bad check valve. But that was such a pain in the ass last time.
Right. Yeah, do it during the summer, Ian.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right? Yeah, cold fuel. Yeah.
Full tank of cold fuel. Oh. Yeah, the worst.
Yeah. I did notice that in the Vigan, PETA has already done the fuel pump. That means he had the sheet metal cut. He cut the sheet metal already. So, also, PETA came down to visit a little bit ago, and he brought me a Saab fuel pump wrench.
Oh,
yeah,
that was nice of him.
He still has this stuff in his garage, so it's still showing up.
Is he just slowly finding stuff in his garage and just bringing it down to you?
Yeah,
that's funny.
That's how he pays me rent when he stays at the Sev Airbnb.
I love that he's piecemealing it out to you.
Yeah.
That's nice of him.
Yeah, PETA Saab seed.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I can't fault a blend door break-in on your R32 in Colorado weather. 16 years old, so much plastic. That stuff's gonna happen, man. I think for the Saabs, it was really common for the Saab 9.5s and 9.3s to have blend door motor, but it was just the arm that would break. And so that aftermarket guy, Nick Taliaferro out of Springfield, Missouri, would make a CNC billet aluminum blend door arm.
Whoa.
Yeah, and that was just his replacement, right? And that thing's never gonna fucking break.
Nope.
Yeah, right. But it was always the arm that would break to the point that someone CNC'd a replacement.
That's awesome.
Right? Yeah. Huh. So, well, I'm sorry that it's taking so long to get that part for your R32, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Well, I still love that car. I'm not going to fault it for that. And you'll get back up and running soon.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, what's the next thing is it says we have a listener FMK cars.
Yeah.
My eyes rather.
Yeah. Our buddy Eric in Illinois sent us something that he saw, and let me pull it up here. Let me show the people. It is a Jag SUV. So Ian, what model of Jag is that SUV?
That's a Apache.
So that is, he said it was badged E-Pace.
Oh, is that the electric one?
No. So a messed up Jaguar naming scheme. I think the E-Pace is their hybrid F-Pace.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, but I forgot since then.
Okay.
Yeah. The Jag E-Pace is the hybrid SUV. Okay. Right?
Okay.
But so he sent this in saying why the hell does the E-Pace have tailpipes? It's because Jag doesn't know how to name a vehicle. The F-Pace is the standard. The E-Pace is the hybrid. The I-Pace is the all electric.
Right.
How confusing is that?
That is confusing.
Right? Doesn't that suck? So yes, and also this is absolutely a dentist's car because the license plate says smile.
That is such a dentist car,
right?
That's so perfect.
Yeah, it's absolutely a dentist car. Yeah. Huh. So okay. Jag, learn how to name cars.
Yeah, I don't think it actually is a hybrid.
Oh, really? Is it just a smaller F-Pace?
Yeah, it's related to the Evoque.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. What's the difference between the Jag F-Pace? Oh, yeah. It's just smaller. Why would you call it an E-Pace if it's not hybrid or electric? It makes it easier to park.
Well, but they have a long, the E-Type and stuff like that, right? Like they have a long history with that naming convention. So why not?
True. Yeah. I don't know. It's still confusing.
I don't understand the Pace thing.
Right.
Why are the SUVs called Pace? That doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, Ian, but thank you, Eric, for sending that in. It threw me for a loop for a minute too. Yeah. You went karting, Ian.
I did go karting. I went karting in Columbus, Ohio, with my coworkers, my confused coworkers that I mentioned earlier.
You're saying all these with a K, aren't you?
What?
You're saying all these with a K, aren't you? Karting.
Oh, I am. Yeah. Columbus. Coworker, confused.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we went to Grand Prix karting in Columbus, Ohio. It was honestly, that place is fun. The floor is wild, like polished, like cold floor.
Okay.
Just no grip.
Okay.
None whatsoever. You're just drifting everywhere.
Okay.
But it was interesting because it was a Tuesday. It was Tuesday when we went, and I got top time of the week, but it was like a 40.5 was my best time.
Okay.
40 seconds, 0.5. I was talking to the guys and they were like, oh, the record is like, or like the really fast times are like the 35s, 34s.
Whoa.
And I'm usually not that far off the pace. And it didn't feel like I was like, I could do that much more. And so I was talking to them, and apparently they treat the floor. So they prep it like at a drag strip or something to get more grip. And they hadn't done it in a few days or something. And so there was no treatment on the floor anymore. So it was just like polished concrete.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Which is crazy to think that that's worth like 5 to 6 seconds a lap.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That is a huge margin.
Yeah. So that tells you how little grip there was.
Right.
You just couldn't, like the section in the upper right-hand corner.
Uh-huh.
So that should be basically flat. Like you should be flat from the hairpin if you go backwards from there.
Okay.
It goes clockwise.
Oh, okay.
There. So like if you go backwards from there, it should be flat all the way from before the pit entrance.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Yep.
Until until that hairpin.
Right.
Like that should be flat out.
Right down there.
If there was grip.
Okay.
But like you have to brake before that corner.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because you'll just like 4-wheel drift just like on ice straight into the wall.
Okay.
It was wild.
That's crazy that they have to treat the floor.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know how many other kart places do that, but I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah. You should just go out there with a belt sander.
Just like, something. Yeah. Just like cut grooves in it or something. Cause it was fun.
Right.
And it was really fun to try to like set people up for passes.
Oh, okay.
Because you're sideways and they're sideways. You really got to like pick your spots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty fun.
I I was hoping to go karting in Missouri when I was back, but since the weather cut my trip short, I wasn't able to. So I'll have to report back if there's like polished concrete tracks in Missouri too.
Yeah, they're the best because it's just drift kart all the time, everywhere.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you always need those kinds of kart laps to mix up like when you're actually like gunning for time, because I think like those ones where like you're not setting a top time, the track is crazy cold, there's a bunch of traffic or something like that. You just gotta like, that's just keeping you fresh, man. You know that like
absolutely
right. Yeah, you need some of those every now and then to fill in the gaps between like when you're gunning for crazy good times.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Would you go back to that facility, or like, do you think you'd save your money and try to find something else?
Yeah, no, it's fun. And the carts are fun. They're gas powered.
Okay.
I've actually been there a couple of times before, but like I've been there like basically once every like 3 years or something.
Okay.
I don't go to Columbus that often, but
okay.
Yeah, it's a ton of fun.
Okay, nice. And for like having a 40-second lap, like that's a good stretch of time. I mean, that's like, another 10 seconds beyond our laps at Unser.
Yeah, and they had this cool thing too, like they do like different promotions every day. So on Tuesdays they did like time and a half karting. So instead of a 7-minute heat, you got an 11-minute heat.
Okay.
So like my best times were all like the last 2 laps, like every heat that we did, because like we would finally get some heat into the tires.
Yeah.
At the end of the lap, or at the end of the heat. So yeah, it was pretty crazy, the big difference between the beginning of the heat and the end of it, like how the tires reacted over the course of it.
Yeah.
It was really interesting.
That is. Yeah. That's cool, man. Yeah. I like that time and a half karting. That's a good idea.
It is a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to go karting with you whenever we can. I need to go karting.
It's been too long.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to talk about the rental car that you currently have right now?
I will talk about my journey to getting the rental car, because I had a little bit of a panic.
Okay.
So I flew into Dulles today, and I went to that rental car facility, and it turned out that I didn't have a car rented. I didn't have a reservation. So I had to like go online, make a reservation, do all that. So I'm like in the office doing that, finally get it done, go outside. They're like, okay, go to that section. You can pick whatever you want.
Right.
So I go, and Dulles has like the worst selection of cars every time. Okay. But there was so in Columbus, I had a Charger RT with the V8.
Okay.
And so there wasn't really anything like that at Dulles, but I did see there was a Mustang GT. It was a convertible. Okay. Which is not ideal in December.
No.
But it was a GT. So I was like, okay. So I put the trunk was open. So I put my bags in it and shut the trunk and went to get in, and the door was locked.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm like in a panic, like,
because your bags.
What am and then the trunk wouldn't open because the car was locked. So I was like, oh crap. Did like one of the employees walk off with it? Did like someone get on an airplane with them? Like,
right.
What happened? So I like tracked down an employee, and they started running around trying to find who had the keys. And like, I was there for probably 5-10 minutes, like freaking out. Like, what am I going to do? I don't have my bags. I can't leave.
Right.
And finally, it turned out that there was just a customer who had like gone in to use the bathroom, but like wanted to like, put his name on the Mustang.
Took the keys.
And so he took the keys in with him.
Okay.
But had left the trunk open. So I had to like walk of shame, get my bags out of the trunk.
Out of someone else's trunk.
And then go put them in a Kia Sorento.
Ian. Oh,
I know. So that's what I have. So no, I don't want to talk about it.
And you know that person was pooping, right? Otherwise they would.
Absolutely. 100% they were pooping. I mean, that's the best case scenario.
Oh, that sucks. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, get that panic when you lock your keys in your car, like you can't get into the car. Oh, God. I can just feel it right now.
And then it was the added thing of like, did this person get out of the airplane and leave?
Yeah, because at rental places, usually when you get the key fob, it's both key fobs that the agency has.
Yes.
Like with like the wire tie thing, like holding both fobs, right? So you have to walk around like an idiot with both key fobs, but they don't want to have to manage 2 key fobs in their office, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
So wherever it was, the backup was with it.
Yep. Yeah, that would have been bad. But fortunately, it all worked out except for I got a Kia Sorento.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Well, I think we'll get close to wrapping it up here. I just wanted to talk briefly about some Instagram posts that I'm doing for anybody who's not already looking at them. You and I at the Rocky Mountain Driving event and at one previous event, we got to have some time with the Jeep Gladiator pick-em-up truck Rubicon.
Yes,
yeah,
we did.
Yeah. So I'm doing a series of Instagram posts all week for it. Yeah. So pop by Instagram if you're not already following us and check out what we're writing about the Jeep Gladiator.
Yeah, it's the Apex adjacent on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Jeep stuff is always interesting. It gets way more engagement than most other car content we put up there. You Jeep fans, man. Yeah.
Yeah. They're crazy.
Right? You crazy. You Jeep fans. Yeah. Ian, if you saw a Saab 9.4 and you don't have coworkers in the car and you somehow managed to take a picture of it and send it, where would you send it? What number would you text that to as a crisis?
Well, you could email it.
True.
If you're an old, you could email it to apexadjacent@gmail.com, or you could text it like the youths do to 720 515 1391.
There you go.
Got it. I got it. Nailed it.
Yep. And then leave us a voicemail of you making it uncomfortable for your coworkers. Yeah.
Well, actually, you see,
right?
Saab was going out of business.
Yes.
That's what everybody wants.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I just love that like that car could show up to a Saab like owners meetup and be the rarest one and also the worst one.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, the rarest and the worstest. Yeah. Okay. So people should definitely check us out on Twitter as well, Apex Adjacent on there. Yeah, and I think you were asking folks what that car was, what the ratio of pedestrian car versus taking a picture.
Right. Yeah, it's the most like normal looking car that no one would give a second thought to like, oh my God.
Right.
I think it's the biggest anonymous versus when you notice it, freak out.
Yeah. We need a name for that, like unnoticeable but insanely rare freak out ratio.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. I think we did a car show. I can't wait to have you back in the blanket fort spooning with me, buddy.
I agree. I agree. Soon.
All right, Ian.
Okay, Dave. We love you, everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.